Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak Gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not...
What is going on?
We're not finished yet.
Oh my God!
It's almost as if they've been waiting.
There it goes.
You're not listening to me. Why would I listen to someone so ignorant? Perhaps your uncle was right about you.
Whoa.
You don't know when to stop. Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you good? We good? Okay. Welcome back, y'all. We are here. Man, I did so much in so little time. But what we gonna do, we gonna hop right into this Hogwarts Legacy. Let me get myself together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to class. I have done every side mission to make sure that I go into the main mission. So we just gonna hop right into it. And you can tell by the drip, I figured out I don't have to wear those actual outfits I get from my gear. So the drip is still there, especially with the attributes.
Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
This the spell that Ron cast on his mouse. That's why it's got the icon.
Beautifully done.
Okay, let's go talk to Professor Weasley.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
The assignments have helped. I mean,
Thank
they
you,
have
Professor.
helped.
The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Was it?
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your O.W.Ls. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Let's try this out. So we're going into each class learning a new. I don't have to show y'all the side missions. I've been doing a few side missions with Sebastian. I've been doing the side missions with Natty. I think it's important to the story, but for the most part, it really didn't matter. So, oh, you can turn people into different stuff. That's fire. Oh, and
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Okay, see.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks Gobbledygook.
We gotta bring old dude that speak. Yeah, he said it's all in the throat. Pause. Weasley. So, with that being said, I have a new. Okay, so I'm at a level 21 now. To do that mission, I have to just reach level 22. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish these assignments. That way, I've done everything. I've got plants. All I'm having to do is attend the class to learn new spells. That's it. Fire. So we're gonna do all that. And I helped Poppy with something. Besides releasing a dragon, she had some more information about if the dragon was had a certain collar on it. I can't remember.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I am.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
That's another attack, right?
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Fire. Yes, we got a new
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
That means we about to give people problems. So now that we've done that, we can go to our next class and get our new spell. Flipendo. What that mean?
I finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go.
Man, this teacher
You will want to
bad,
focus
man.
with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the green.
So now we done maxed out on Flipendo.
Mind the plants, please. Look at that. You're a natural.
We almost there. So next stage is next class is Mr. Sharp, so we can learn Diffindo. So I also had went to Deke's class. Deke had a side mission for me, and I had to go into this spider lair and defeat this big tarantula. I'm mad I didn't record it, but it was just a side mission. So
have you finished your assignments?
Look here, dude. Give me
the tasks, Professor.
Give me the spell.
Well, I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
I got all fire.
Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Okay, so now that we have everything we need, let's go see Lodgok. I want to thank people for hitting the like for me, hitting the subscribe for me. It's been an honor.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak Gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves Gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio.
Bro, can I just jump? Oh, I can't jump from right here. Oh, I can't take off from right here.
A friend who speaks Gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrok with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I had help from a witch or a wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrok. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrok's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrok sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrok recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Thakkar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrok care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrok was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak Gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be Gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read Gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrok knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrok. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revelio.
Let me look around. Make sure I grab everything. So
the door is looking at us.
Oh, maybe I need to. Let me walk over here.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
The
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
I do want to say that I forgot what I was about to say.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a price.
I know what to do with this now.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Don't give me all my coins. Boy, I look clean, man. Look at this, man. I'm the cleanest in Hogwarts. Come on, dog.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Bring this out.
Accio.
Oh, I'll take that.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether. Accio.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Ooh, all those new.
I'll be quiet.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time. Watch your step, Rampage. What a grapple you are.
Yeah.
Matter of time till Ranrok sets things right.
We're being watched. By a door. We won't get through as long as...
Where are those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
That's stealth, boy. I'm in my bag. I'm in my bag.
Incendiary.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Incendiary.
I don't know what that was for, but okay. I'm gonna go upstairs. Oh, they up here. Give me all the money. Yeah.
Fascinating to see Gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Let me see. Nothing in here.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
You should know better than that by now. We've all told you before, and look what happens when you don't listen.
If I can get through this without having a battle, I'm a beast. I've instantly turned into beast mode.
A few moments later.
Get you up out of here.
It's best that likes it. No! Hit it, Paul.
Okay.
Was that your best? Such.
Incendio! Descendo!
Oh!
You can't stop us.
Incendio.
Rubber up, boys. Coming back this way. Let's get this over.
Expelliarmus.
I won't rest.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Oh, this movie is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Incendio.
Okay, so
Accio.
I don't know.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Oh, they want us to fight.
It's Totalis.
I don't want to though. Let's see, what do I want to do? Fringo. Got some new tricks, y'all.
Cover up, boys. Coming back this way.
Take that. Let me get you up out of here.
Bombarda. I've been fighting since before you were born. Kill spells glance off of me. Get away with that.
Decindo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus.
Hold on.
You're weak, human.
Man, all right. Let's get in my bag.
You almost had a lucky shot.
I'll get you for this.
Almost.
There we go.
Them are there.
That should be the last of them, Amit.
Let's get busy, boy. Trash. Okay, So now that I'm at level 22, I'm able to get every...
Clever.
Bombarda.
Let me see.
Incendiary.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Where they drilling to?
There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
I don't know, maybe it was something in here.
Revelio.
Oh, here you go.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
You wasn't
Glad
ready?
you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Oh, I can't get in here.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Hogwarts Valley.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Peace out.
What are you up to now?
Hey, stop questioning me, woman. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrok must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own.
We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrok's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrok was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrok murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrok, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrok never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrok learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrok knows. Watch for my owl.
Okay, so now that we gotta stop Ranrok. So is it basically the plan is to drill to where everybody is stashing their money at?
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Okay, so that being said, we took the egg from the last video of the dragon egg, and now we're Poppy is getting information about where the dragon is so we can return the dragon egg. That's just all that's about.
I came as soon as I could. I finally realized what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrok's Loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We'll deal blows. Perhaps we can avoid detection. We'll deal blows.
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Levioso!
Stop! I'm afraid of heights!
You postponed me!
Diffindo!
Levioso!
All of Ranrok's Loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
I mean, we get busy. Sometimes I like running up in.
Revelio.
Whoa, how does that sound? See, I'm full now, and now I can't grab anything. So now I'm glad that I get that ability where, you know, I run out of stuff. It lets me know when I run out of stuff. Now I can start selling stuff, but I'm not able to grab anything else.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
You won't get away with that.
Diffindo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Expelliarmus!
How is this happening?
Oh, off the cliff.
I will have
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Just give me money.
Revelio.
Y'all got some money over here. I can't grab that. Take some money though. Definitely take that. Let's go.
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
Right.
That's the spirit.
I really, if y'all would have seen my reaction to the big spider, I was on 10, brother.
For better or for worse, we're in. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Whoa. I mean, we could have snuck up on them.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Ew!
Enjoy suffering, do you? I will make you pay.
That's my boy.
How many of Ranrok's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Wingardium Leviosa. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Not the Nigel Thornberry. Smashing.
That was smashing.
Get away from me. Y'all ever seen that movie Arachnophobia? Crazy. Reparo.
Reparo.
Oh. Oh, you ain't that bad. The one I seen before.
Expelliarmus.
Wait a minute. We want to. Get him out of here.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Get him out of here.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
Okay, which
She
way?
would at that. Ranrok's loyalists have all but declared war.
Oh my god. What the hell? Oh, that's that stuff. That's that one stuff. You can't, I was wondering what this stuff is. What is this?
Confringo. Confringo.
Oh, it don't. Get off. I'm going that way. Okay. I'm trying to loot as much as I can. Damn spiders, man. Got him up out of here, dude. Look at all the people bones down here.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
You will regret. This is almost too easy.
Potato.
Hold on, hold on. What's the defense?
Confringo.
Just you wait till I'm sonic ground. You don't know who you're
Bro.
Who do you think you are? I won't rest till you're dead.
Oh, I can't collect nothing else. Oh. Whoa, bro.
Confringo.
What is going on?
We're not finished yet.
Oh my God!
It's almost as if they've been waiting.
There it goes. Get away!
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Wait a minute. Let me see.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
No.
Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Diffindo. Expelliarmus.
Oh shit.
Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Oh my God.
Incendio. Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Them the spiders I was talking about, y'all. Jeez. And they got like little egg sacs.
Confringo. Now. We can have a look around. A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrok's Loyalists never need to look for it.
Okay, it's...
Confringo! Wasn't expecting that.
The world floated back to me as if in a watery haze. How long had I been unconscious? I only remember his eyes empty of sorrow. Yes, but also I recall feeling a sense of euphoria as I watched the pain vanish. But when everything started to turn, when I fell, I must have hit my head. I neither feel nor seen a mark, but the pain is throbbing. I can only hope it is not the Black Death. At least he's no longer in pain.
What do you have there?
Revelio. A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Bro, she was down here?
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Check out Sabat. Oh, where you at?
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to
So we can take those mirrors and take them back to Hogwarts.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrok has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrok. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
It asked me not to say anything.
Someone who knows Ranrok personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you.
Whoa.
You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Do a little shimmy. Do a little shimmy.
I pressed ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Forget you, Sebastian.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.
Okay, so and I have to do the next trial. Okay, so now we have to do these. So what I'll do is, I guess I'll go in order. He gonna get mad at me. Bro, I gotta do what I gotta do to save people's lives. Not all goblins are bad, you scrub.
Whatever. Can't catch Peeves.
Man, Peeves, you're a weirdo, bro. We just got into an argument. You just called me ignorant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way.
Okay, so this has nothing to do with
Keep
the main.
an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
This has
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance.
This has nothing to do with the main mission. This is just a side mission for right now. But I can see how it can be integrated. Where if you do not play, if I had got to level 23 and never played this part, he would still be a part of the story.
Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Bro, don't
Hello,
worry,
Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other 5th years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
Give me 1 second, y'all.
That's a bit unnerving.
My bad.
I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait.
So with that being said...
I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominous.
So what, I gotta...
Confringo!
That brazier went out on its own. I wonder if it's a clue.
Confringo!
Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one. Look around.
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Your family was here.
Reparo.
The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear.
Oh.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
Believe me, I am having thoughts, but I'm still convinced we should go ahead.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back.
He got dead
I can't
eyes.
believe I'm doing this.
Man, let me back away from him.
It worked.
You
Ominous.
weird.
You possess a rare ability
I'm
indeed.
good on him.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us?
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Oh, it's dark.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
The dial requires focus.
Art Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
Diffindo!
Bro, what am I doing down here? Why don't y'all do this shit? Find a way through. What am I supposed to do? It's taking my health. Salazar Slytherin buried this scriptum deep within Hogwarts. I'm afraid I shall lose my way around these dark corridors. I am a descendant and yet I feel unwelcome. Lighting these bazaars and corridors is helping. I shan't lose heart. Challenge by challenge, I will make my way.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
You sound surprised. We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin.
What am I supposed to do? There ain't no... Oh. Oh, here it go. Like a cat or something. A cat in whatever that is. Is there something in here? Bro, that ant is not like... Oh, it's two ways. Okay, so a moon and a snake. Okay.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Nice work.
Lumos.
I failed the dial and struck in the face as it was real surfing, but I must find a way forward for my family's sake. We should not require children to conform to old traditions. The scriptorium must have proof that there is more to our legacy than meets the eye.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did, and she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Lumos.
Man, why don't y'all help, man?
That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Lumos.
Impressive. Nice work.
Man. Extraordinary. The journey is painful but rewarding. I shall soon find the scriptorium and discover untold secrets regarding our house founder, Slytherin. Instead, more than what I've become, I know it.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
Okay.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
So, I and then a triangle. So I have to go all the way back over here. I and then a triangle.
Another welcoming sort, was he? Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
I'm in my bag
Lumos.
now. I better get
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is... For my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
Wait, what?
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet
Lumos.
finished with us.
What are we doing? I've lost hope. I'm locked in. I heard a scream and saw the tortured faces. The only way forward is with an unforgivable curse. Even if I wanted to cast it, I have no one upon whom to do. Salazar created a malicious challenge indeed. In my last correspondence to my brother, I invited him here. Now it looks... I had led him to his death despite our differences. I wish him no ill. I wish he...
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here.
Oh,
blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous. I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucio is etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
I'd rather you ask.
You know him better than I do.
Very well. Wish me luck.
Shit, bro,
Wish we had some liquid luck. Ominous, I know this is the last thing you want to do.
Yes, it is. I thought you knew me better.
But this is different. Whoever you cast it upon would have agreed to it first. It wouldn't be an innocent victim. We have to open the door.
The spell won't work unless you mean it. That's true of all Unforgivables. If it must be done, then one of you must cast it.
Oh my. Talk to Sebastian.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn, but you must cast it on me. Whoa! What type of shit is? I don't want to cast it on him, but he brought me down here. Oh, that's crazy. I don't know what to do. But you brought us down here, bro.
I want to learn the curse, and I think it's best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want. To perform the spell, raise your wand, point it at me, and firmly declare, Crucio. Hold on as long as you can.
And he called me ignorant, so it is what it is now. They're gonna kick me out.
Ready?
I'm ready.
I'm not getting cursed. Man, is you crazy?
Are you all right?
That pain. I would have done anything to make it stop. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving. We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Oh my God, I can't grab nothing. It's right here.
Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something?
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
What do you think?
Looks like a spell book of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this.
Oh, I thought he was gonna die.
Okay, let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Wait. Is there anything else?
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
We gotta go one at a time?
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
I'm gonna get to the next mission. I'm gonna level up, get to the next mission, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Do better, be better, try to love everybody. Salute to everybody.
Luke and Brattleby must have nearly wet himself when you won every single crossed once battle.
Man, fix your road, bruh. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.